Hello my friends, welcome back to yet another evening in the cave. Today we will be tying this variation of a classic here in Denmark called the Magnus. This is an olive variant, but you can tie it in all sorts of colors, and white and pink, and I guess it isn't even a Magnus, but I kind of want to pay my respects to the creator of this particular pattern. So let's just call it a Magnus variant with my own personal touch on it. If you're new here to the channel, I just want to say welcome. And to all you older guys who has been following along all the time, we are almost at 5,000 subscribers, which is a huge amount for me at least. Imagine 5,000 of us sitting in my little cave here every Thursday, tying up flies and just having a good time. I really enjoy making these videos for you guys, and I want to push out more videos, and I kind of have a plan that I want to try to make 2 videos per week, so hopefully I'll get that arranged. And without any further ado, let's just jump down to my vise here and tie out this Magnus. Okay, so let's get this one going. Get a base layer of thread on your hook. Tie all the way down to the hook point here. The feathers I'm using here are Coq de Leon feathers, but you can use any kind. I just think these look really cool. And this is the color copper olive, which is one of the prettiest colors I've ever seen, so definitely check that out. I want to tie these in kind of backwards. I don't know if that shows up that well here on the camera, but if you look at your feathers, they will have a shiny side and a side that is not so shiny, and you want to tie the feathers in with the shiny side pointing towards the hook shank, so that they kind of will point out from each other like this afterwards. You can see that, like that. You'll see what I mean when the fly is done. So grab one feather, measure it out. I want it to be around the same length as the hook shank, which is roughly around here. So grab that feather, make a few loose turns before you tighten it. Check the position. It's looking good. Kind of even have to turn the fly a bit on the side here so I can see what I'm doing. Then place the second feather on the opposite side. Do the same thing. Just a few loose wraps. Make sure it sits before you tighten that down. Now, this is one of the reasons why I almost always glue in these feathers. Because they do want to turn on each other. There we go. Can even pull them a bit apart. This is the tricky part here, so just take your time with it. So now they look like this. And then what you want to do is you want to secure these. Just tie down on top of all of this, it doesn't matter. cut those off. Clean this up a bit. Then you want to grab some sort of rib. I'm using a gold one here from Lagertun. Any rib will do. Kind of depends on the colors you want to tie these in. I think gold matches these copper olive feathers perfectly, so that's why I chose a golden one. Tie that all the way to the back there. Get it a bit out of the way like this. I want to tie this in all the way as well so it's nice and secure. Trim that off. So grab another feather here. This one is slightly bigger than the two tail feathers. With this feather, the shiny side pointing towards you, you want to strip the top side of the feather. Let me just open this up a bit so you can see it. And I'll strip off the top side. So now it's looking like this. Tie that in by the tip. All the way back to the tie-in point here. And I accidentally pulled a few fibers off, so I'll have to do this again. Get that on. Right. So this fly has some medium bead chain eyes, gold. Let me just get a pair on here, almost all the way up in front here. Just want to leave a little bit of space for your finish, and that's it. So get that nice and secure on here. Figure of 8 turns. Even make a few underneath the eyes like this, and then pull on it so it gets really tight. These are sitting really good. Can even give them a small dab of super glue here so they don't go anywhere. As usual, I will be dubbing this fly from the front to the back and then back up again, just to cover up these dirt wraps and all the stuff that could show through afterwards when you brush it out. So get a good layer on here. I think it's better to put on a bit too much, because you can always brush it out. It's harder the other way around, so That's why I'm doing it this way. Right, so now I want to start building up that tapered body. A little bit more. This squirrel dubbing is so easy to work with, and it just looks so nice in the water. And here in the vise as well. Kind of has this cool buggy look to it because of the stiffer hairs that are mixed in between all of this. Okay, so there's a nice tapered body. Then I want to switch colors and take some orange, fluorescent orange actually, seal's fur. If you don't have any seal fur, you can use any other kind of dubbing. Just like the look of this, get nice and transparent when it hits the water. So make a small bump up in front here. I don't know how it is where you come from, but there is a lot of hype on these fluorescent colors in Denmark and Scandinavia, and at least for the sea trouts. The theory is that they will see these fluorescent colors from further away, and it might even make them more aggressive. I don't really know. I haven't really talked to a sea trout, but I think there's something to it. So almost all my flies have some sort of fluorescent color mixed in. Not a whole lot, just a small amount. Okay, so grab that feather you tied in. Take one full turn at the back here. And then just work your way up through the fly. Like this, and when you get up into the front here, get my hacker pliers on here. So when you get up into the front here, you want to make just a few turns in front of each other, just to kind of exaggerate that tapered look you're going for. Here we go. Secure that. A few tight turns. What is this? Thread. Get that off. Turn this around. Cut off the rest of that feather. And really secure that up in front here. So get that rib, and this one you if you want to do it correctly, as they say, you want to turn this in the opposite direction, and what that does, it will lock in that hackle you palmered making this fly very durable. And then kind of brush out these fibers you might be trapping along the way. Just like this. And you get to the front here. I just like to make a full turn. Secure that. There we go. Turn that over. Cut that off. Just like so. So now all there's left to do is kind of brush these fibers out that are still trapped. Get the thread up in front here and make a whip finish or two. That's one. And that's two. Should be enough. Actually, I haven't had any flies ever going up or untangling the whip finish in front, so I feel safe by just doing the two, but if you want to do 3 or 4, then just do that. So brush out the fly. Man, I'm having a hard time talking to you today. And there you have it. A deadly little Magnus. So that was it for today, guys. Super easy tie. Actually one of the first flies I ever learned to tie. Or I guess it is the first tie I ever learned to tie. Only mine was white and then it's suddenly called the White Prince. But it's all the same pattern and the same technique. So give this one a try. If you're new or if you're old. It is a killer, so tie up a few and let me know if you catch anything on it. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please make sure you do that. Also, check out some of the links I've left in the description below, and I will see you guys next week.